HTML file paths. A file path describes the location of a file in a website's folder structure. And here we have file path examples. We have the path and we have the description. Here, this is the path inside of the angle brackets. We're gonna have the image, we're gonna have the source equal sign. Inside of the double quotes, we're gonna have the picture.jpg, and the description is the picture.jpg file is located in the same folder as the current page. Next we have this path, image, source, and this one inside of the double quotes we're gonna have images/picture.jpg. So the description is the picture.jpg file is located in the images folder in the current folder. The third one, we have inside of the angle brackets, we have the image, we have the source equal sign double quotes /images/picture.jpg. The picture.jpg file is located in the images folder at the root of the current web. And finally, we have inside of the angle brackets, we have the image, we have the source equal sign. Inside of the double quotes, we're gonna have a double dot. Then we're gonna have the /picture.jpg. So the description is the picture.jpg file is located in the folder one level up from the current folder. So right now we have HTML file path. A file path describes the location of a file in a website's folder structure. File paths are used when linking to external files like web pages, images, style sheets, and JavaScript files. We have the absolute file path. An absolute file path is the full URL to a file. So here they're giving us some examples. So we're gonna check this one, and we're gonna go to Visual Studio Code. And we're just gonna create a file, index.html, and I'm doing it in the root. So when I say I'm doing it in the root, this is your root here. If you create a folder, I don't know, name, images, okay, so this folder is in the root, but if I put, for example, I don't know, this, if I put this picture inside of the folder, okay, this picture is no longer in the root. This picture is inside of the folder images, and the folder images is in the root. So that is that. So I have my index, that is index.html file. I'm gonna press shift exclamation mark so I have a template, and right now we're gonna have, okay, this example. I'm gonna grab this example and I'm gonna paste it inside of the head section. So it's gonna be in line 9. So I'm gonna open it, all plus L, all plus O, or you can just go to your index.html file, or that HTML file that you created, and open it with Live Server. Right click and open it with Live Server. So this is the image that we have here. Okay, so yeah, this is the image that they're showing us here. So it's working. So this is an absolute file path. So we are using the image element, then we're using the source equal sign double quotes, and inside of the double quotes we're using a URL. So it's gonna be https://www.w3schools.com/images/picture.jpg, and the alt is gonna be mountain. So this is an example of an absolute file path, because this picture, I don't have this picture in my folder test. So that is that. And we're gonna have now relative file path. A relative file path points to a file relative to the current page. In the following example, the file path points to a file in the images folder located at the root of the current web. So here we have the image element, we have the source, equal sign, double quotes, and now we're gonna use the forward slash, and then this is gonna be the name of the folder. It's gonna be images, and this is gonna be the file inside of the folder images, picture.jpg. And the description, we're gonna have the alt that is gonna be mountain. So we can grab this example and we can just go to line 9 in our index.html. We're gonna save it and we're gonna go to our website to see what happens. Okay, and as you can see, we don't have this image, so that is the difference between an absolute file path and a relative file path. We need this picture in our folder. Here I have my folder name test, so I need this picture here, picture.jpg. so I'm just gonna, I have this picture here for W3 school. I'm just gonna rename a picture, so I'm just gonna rename it, and it's now picture.jpg. so let me see. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna work, but not yet, because this picture.jpg is in the root. So if I go to our website, I refresh it, it's not working. So what's happening? We have the picture.jpg here, it's in the root, but it should be inside of the folder images. So if I grab it and I move it to our folder images that we just created, now if I go to the website, as you can see the picture here. So in the root we created a folder named images, and inside of that folder named images we have a file named picture.jpg. so that is the reason that is working here. Okay, so that is that example. And the following example, the file path points to a file in the images folder located in the current folder. Okay, so pretty much without the forward slash. So if I save it and I go to the website, it's still working. Yeah, because all my pictures are in my root. So for in this case, it doesn't really matter. For example, if I just go to the images type source, then equal sign, and then double quotes, and now I press forward slash, I'm gonna see all. For example, I have images, and inside of the images I have two pictures. I have the picture.jpg and the other one, so I can choose from that one, or I can just go straight to images and then choose the second one. So in my case it's working. Okay, and now in the following example, the file path points to a file in the images folder located in the folder one level up from the current folder. So again, if I just grab this example, I go to Visual Studio Code and I paste it here. Okay, I save it and I go to the website. It's still gonna work. Why? Because the file that I am working its name is index.html, and right now it's pointing to the file picture.jpg, and that is inside of the folder images, and the folder images is one level up of my file index.html. So that is the reason that is working. So in the following example, the file path points to a file in the images folder located in the folder one level up from the current folder. So that is done. You have here best practice. It is best practice to use relative file path if possible. When using relative file path, your web pages will not be bound to your current base URL. All links will work on your own computer localhost, as well as on your current public domain and your future public domains. So that is that.